Yeah, sure, step aside, kid, whatever.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you are having a great day, and today we are going to be taking a look at some of the SDCC, or San Diego Comic-Con 2022 Funko exclusives, and I'm going to give my opinion on them, just tell you generally what I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, hey, sorry, just one more thing. Please subscribe to feed my dogs. Thank you. Alright, so back with the Funko Pops, we have first the Amazon exclusive SpiderMan Year of the Spider 2099, and we also have the Gran Torino Box Lunch exclusive from My Hero Academia. Now, I am not big with either of these characters, and I don't really watch My Hero Academia a lot, but I think they both have pretty cool designs, especially that Spider-Man suit. It looks really cool and also original. And the Gran Torino, again, is cool, but I just don't watch the series. Okay, and next up, we have the Scarlet Scarab from Moon Knight and Digital Stan from South Park. These are both Entertainment Earth exclusives, and Digital Stan is a glow-in-the-dark. Now, I both really like South Park and Moon Knight, and I've been a pretty big fan of South Park for a while now. I even got the U2s, and also, I really like Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight is one of the better MCU shows, in my opinion, Disney Plus that being. And I really like the design on the Scarlet Scarab, along with Digital Stan. I think they're both pretty solid pops, and if I have a chance, I probably would get them. Okay, so here with the Walmart exclusives, we have America Chavez, Jeremy Jam from Parks and Recreation. Also, America Chavez is from Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness, if you didn't know. We have a Purge Trooper from Obi-Wan, and we have a Supersonic, I believe it is. Not completely sure. But all of these look to be pretty solid. The worst, in my opinion, being probably Jeremy Jam. I'm not a huge fan of Parks and Rec. I haven't really watched a whole lot of it, and the pop overall isn't the best, in my opinion. But I think all the other ones seem to be pretty cool. I also really like the America Chavez one I'll definitely be picking up, just because of how detailed it is within the star and everything, and it's also just a pretty cool pop. The Purge Trooper, I think, is pretty solid, along with the Supersonic. Sorry again if I get that wrong. Okay, next up, we have the Funko Shop exclusives, and this is a lot, so I'm going to try to get them all from memory. So we have what looks to be an Auto Soda, we have a Funko t-shirt, Star-Lord Soda, Miss Minutes glow-in-the-dark supersized pop, we have a Hatsune Miku soda, a Bilbo Baggins soda, a San Diego Comic-Con toucan, both pops. We have, I don't know what that soda is, sorry. It is glow-in-the-dark though. And we have Peacemaker, Ted Lasso, Boruto Chocho Butterfly, I believe that's called. We have the Mighty Morphin Time Leonardo. We have the Huckleberry Hound Blacklight. We have the supersized, doll from Squid Game. We have the glow-in-the-dark Demogorgon and a Loungefly Demogorgon backpack. Now, I'll start at the top. Otto and the Funkaville t-shirt. If I had the chance, I would get the Funkaville t-shirt, because I think it is pretty cool and is some way to show your appreciation for Funko. Otto, I'm pretty sure, is a Funko character, like a Funko original character. However, I don't know it so well, and I haven't seen any Funko Pops as of yet of it, so I probably pass on that. Next up for the Marvel, we have the Star-Lord Soda, along with the Miss Minutes supersized glow-in-the-dark pop. Now, I like both of these a lot, and I'm probably going to get both if I have the chance, just because I really like the Miss Minutes, and also the Star-Lord has some pretty good detail. Now, the Diamond Edition Hatsune Miku soda. I'm not a big fan of Hatsune Miku, but I did get the U2s, and people are clowning on the soda, but I don't think it's too bad. Please don't come after me. But I don't think it's the worst soda, and it could have been worse, but it also could have been better. I think it's pretty middle of the road, okay U2s, you know? Why did I say U2s? My bad. Soda. I'll send you the U2s. Next, we have the Bilbo Baggins soda. With the Bilbo Baggins soda, it also comes with a chase, which I actually really cool, so I might get the soda just for the cheese. However, I am not the biggest Hobbit or Lord of the Rings fan. I've seen some of the movies, not too in-depth. However, I do think the chase is pretty cool. Now, with the toucan pops. I think the rocking, is that what you call it? I'm not sure. But the toucan with the guitar amp is really cool, and I'm going to try to get that one if possible. The pirate is also cool, but not my favorite. Now, next we have the DC section. So, I know Peacemaker I'm definitely going to get. That is a really good show, and I like the design of the pop overall. I still don't know what that soda is, guys. I'm sorry. But it does look pretty cool, and as I said, it is glow in the dark. Next, we have Ted Lasso, which I haven't seen, but I have heard is really good, and I might get the pop if I have the chance. Next, we have the Boruto Chocho Butterfly. I don't watch Naruto, Boruto, or much of any anime at all, but I do think the design of it is pretty cool. Still going to have to pass on it. Next, we have the Leonardo Super Mighty Morphin Time, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. This is pretty cool, and I have been a pretty big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan for a while. However, I don't think I'm going to get it, as it's not my favorite, and the design is somewhat generic to me. The next is the Blacklight Huckleberry Hound. This soda is pretty cool. I'm not a giant Huckleberry Hound fan. I never saw the original cartoon, and I don't have any of the previous pops or sodas. However, I do think it's pretty cool, and I always like to see more Blacklight sodas. Now, finally, we have, I guess, the Netflix section with the supersized pop of the doll from Red Light, Green Light, and Squid Game. Now, I saw Squid Game. It's a pretty good TV show. I don't think it's the best, but I also got a few of the Squid Game pops, and I do think this is a pretty solid one. And also, I did see a TikTok with like a giant one of this in it. And I was kind of wondering to myself, I wonder if they'll make a supersized pop, and they did. So, it's probably going to be a cop for me. I do think it is pretty cool, and a pretty, not big, but I'm a fan of the series. And next, we have the glow-in-the-dark Demogorgon and the Loungefly Demogorgon backpack. Now, I'm probably I really hope I can get the glow-in-the-dark Demogorgon, as I am a giant fan of Stranger Things, and I think the pop design overall is really solid. The backpack I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm not one in too much apparel. And yeah, that is it for the Funko section. That probably took up like half of the video, but let's move on. Okay, so next up we have Queen Astoria from Attack on Titan, as well as Metallic Charmander. I am not the biggest fan of Attack on Titan, as I kind of somewhat hinted to before when I said I don't watch much anime, but I think the pop design overall is pretty solid, pretty middle-of-the-road pop. Next is the Metallic Charmander. Now, I have been a pretty big Pokemon fan for most of my life, and I do think that this one does get the job done, and I also like the metallic aspect of it. So, I might get it, might not completely sure, but I think it is a pretty well job done. Okay, so next we have the Flocked Chrysanthemum from Book of Boba Fett. We have the G.I. Joe Serpentor, I believe, and we have the supersized pop Transformers Unicron. We also have the My Hero Academia Deku skateboard deck, and the Batman Returns Penguin and Duck Ride. Along with that, we have the Goku driving, and I am sorry I cannot pronounce this guy's name if I wanted to. Now, I do know Goku, and I do know all the other ones, however, I do not know the last one, because, again, one more time, I'm not big into anime, so I am not very well acquainted with its characters. However, I do think the Flocked Chrysanthemum is a pretty good pop. Now, unlike most people, I actually found some interest and pretty well liked the Book of Boba Fett. I thought it was a pretty solid series. So, if possible, I will try to pick this one up. The Serpentor and Unicron are both friend toys I never really played with, and series I never really found too much interest in, so I probably won't get them, but it's just kind of the same. If you might know, you might not. I don't really like the retro toys line a whole lot, except for a couple exceptions. So, in my opinion, these aren't the best pops, but if you like them, you like them. This is just my opinion. Now we have the Deku skateboard deck. I am a pretty big skateboard deck fan and skateboarding fan myself, and I think this is a really cool one. However, I am just not the biggest fan of My Hero Academia, so I probably would have picked it up if it were to be something that I'm more acquainted with. However, I'm probably going to have to skip it this time. Now, the Batman Returns Penguin and the Duck Ride is a pretty well detailed pop, and one I like a lot, so hopefully I am going to be able to pick that one up. Fingers crossed. The Goku Driving is a pretty simple pop. It's just Goku and his normal clothes to the steering wheel. Now this is a pretty cool one. I like simplistic, but gets the job done, and one I would pick up if I were more known to the series. And the last guy, as I said, I don't know. I couldn't pronounce it if I tried, so that's gonna be a drop for me, but tell me who he is in the comments. Now, Target being such a big brand, I personally would have thought they would have more pops. However, they only have 3. Those being Cassier Andor, He Who Remains, from Loki, and Hugsy the Penguin. Now, I am not the biggest Star Wars fan, and I haven't seen Andor, which I believe is what this is from, but I think the pop design is pretty cool, pretty solid. However, I will not be picking it up. He Who Remains is from Loki, as I previously mentioned, and I watched Loki, pretty big fan of it, not my favorite Disney show, however, like most, but I thought, personally, just quick side rant, that the last episode where they were just basically talking in He Who Remains' office was kind of boring. However, I still do love the series and will probably be picking this up as the chance comes. And lastly is Hugsy the Penguin. Don't know who he is, don't know who he's from. This is just my pure honest opinion. However, I do think the design is pretty cute, and unfortunately it will not be a con for me though. Okay, next up with Toy Tokyo. We have the Laser Power He-Man and the Mighty Morphin Time Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and also Power Rangers. Now, I'm not the biggest He-Man fan. However, I do think the pop is pretty cool, and I also like the metallic aspect of it. The Leonardo pop is also pretty cool, but I don't think I'll be picking it up because it is not quite my favorite. But I think both pops are pretty solid, and if you are fans of the series, then I would recommend getting them. Ladies, gentlemen, whatever else you may identify as, because it is Pride Month, we are finally reaching the home stretch. Finally, with Hot Topic, the store of the emotes. At first, we have Bambi with Butterfly, we have Silk from the Amazing Spider-Man, we have Inmu, I think that's how you pronounce it, from Demon Slayer, and we have the Justice League Starfire. Bambi, I think, is pretty cool, but a little bit too simplistic for me. Also, I'm not one to collect all the Disney pops, so it's probably going to be a pass. Silk from the Amazing Spider-Man. While I am a big Spider-Man fan, I am not familiar with this character, so maybe I'll try to do more research, but for now, I'm not completely sure. Inmu from Demon Slayer. I've heard that Demon Slayer is really good. However, I have not watched it, and I will not pick this up. However, why do I keep saying however? My bad. But this figure does look really good, and I like the design a lot, especially with the hair details and the clothing. They're a really solid figure, and one I would definitely pick up if I knew the series better. And lastly, we have the Justice League Starfire. Now, I do personally really like this one, and I might try to get it just because of the detail. I'm not the biggest DC fan, but I do know Starfire from the original Teen Titans, and I do like her character and everything, along with the pop having amazing detail, as I previously said. So, I am hopefully going to try to pick this up. Alright everyone, we are at the home stretch. Thank you all so much for watching, and you know what, if you made it this far, go down to the comment section and comment Apple, and I will try to heart your comment. Thank you all very much for watching this video. This has probably been one of my longer videos, but I hope you all enjoyed it. I am also trying to improve my videos and their quality. So, yeah, that is all from me. Expect a video next Sunday, and I'll see you then.